Hi everyone, and today we're going to make some spaghetti. First of all, we need the ingredients. We need some beef. 3, 2, 1. Alright, we got this cold beef. And then the next ingredients we will need is some spaghetti. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Alright, we have gotten the spaghetti, but what we need next is some cheddar cheese. 3, 2, 1. Alright, we got all the ingredients, but we're also going to have tomato sauce. But since we do not have any tomato sauce with me right now, we're going to make tomato sauce by ourselves. First, what we're going to have to do is get a large skillet and put the beef on top of it to cook because it's frozen. Okay, let's remove every extra ingredient and let's put the skillets right here. Yeah, here. I don't want to use the large skillets because look at the size of this beef. It can literally just fit inside here. So, we're going to use the large skillets and let's put it towards the stove. 3, 2, 1. Alright, here we are. We're at the stove right now. Kids, make sure to have a grown-up with you when you are using the stove. We're going to need a tool, that same tool that we were using when we were baking. 3, 2, 1. Here it is. We're going to use that on this small pan, or just use it as a mini skillet. And let me go get the ground beef. Okay. This is really cold. So we're going to have to find a way to open it. I look around. I know. Let me go get a knife to open it. And kids, be careful when you're also using knives. They can cause very serious injuries. Alright, here is the knife. I'm going to cut the ground beef open. This is such a hard task. And just so you know, this is 80% lean and 20% fat. This is the recommended amount of lean in the ground beef you should use if you want to follow this recipe. Three, 2, 1. Alright, we've got the cold ground beef out of its bag, so now I'll just put it in. Ooh, did you hear that? Alright guys, I'm really cooking this right now, so I have to use this because it's kind of dangerous. Actually, using a small pan was not the best idea. Let's switch to a bigger pan. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we've got the bigger pan. Let's use the tool to spread this around. And let's grab, since it's already heated, let's grab this and put it onto here. This one, we'll just deal with it later. But look how it's already started to cook. Alright, we'll leave this one to cook, and in that time, let's get a saucepan and let's boil some tomatoes. Alright, we've got the saucepan, and now let's grab some tomatoes. We're going to grab 3 good tomatoes. This one is not a great tomato. So, I'll find 3 great tomatoes. And 3, 2, 1. Alright, I found 3 good tomatoes. And now we're going to boil it and put it in the saucepan. This is great, guys. You guys realize what I knew about this? I'm supposed to actually put this. Alright, guys. The beef is on the simmering, and when that time, let's cut some garlic and some onions. Let's try cutting this open like that. Will that work? All right. All right. We're getting closer to unpeeling this garlic. Let's get the last piece of skin. Alright, we finally got the skin out. So let's dice the garlic like this. Alright, let's start dicing it. Dice it safely. I diced a big piece on accident. Let's dice it sideways now. You have to dice really small pieces. Alright, we got a little stash of garlic. Let's move that aside. And before we go on to another garlic, let's start with the onion. Move the outside skin like the garlic. Move that aside. Oopsie daisies. Yeah, so. Alright, I finished peeling this onion. So now let's start chopping it. How are you generally going to chop an onion? Like this. Look at the core. It's kind of green, isn't it? That's great. Now let's just remove the outer rings. Have you guys heard of onion rings? They're really good, aren't they? Alright, so I chopped the onions and right now my eyes are wetting. And let's put the onions over on top of the beef. Alright, we put the tomato sauce, our homemade tomato sauce in the beef. So now we're going to put the onions and a little bit of garlic on inside our mixture. And I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to add a little bit more of garlic soon. Alright, I kind of cut up the onions and also I put the garlic. So now it's just going to simmer. Let's turn up the heat. Alright, I finished chopping vegetables, so now it's simmering on. Right now it's simmering on medium heat. I'm going to turn it up so it can cook faster, and while it's cooking, I will go get a big pan. Alright, I got this big pan. All I need to do right now is fill it up with water. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now it's filled up with water, and let's put it on the stove. Alright, the water is boiling on the stove right now, and let's wait for it to heat up so we can put the spaghetti inside it. But first we have to lightly salt the water because it says there on the instructions. Ugh. We're going to use this garlic salt because we don't have normal salt right now with us. And we're going to, we put in this Lawry's garlic salt. And now it's cooked. This this beef mixture is cooking real fast now. Alright, we're done for now, and we're going to have to wait. Alright, so I put more spaghetti into the bowl so it can soak up all the water. And also, I am about to put that mixture, this one over here. I'm going to put it in I'm going to put it in, this mixture in 3, 2, 1. Alright, we put it in. Now, turn this off. We got this. And we're going to mix this around. We just made spaghetti with homemade meatballs. Let's just like kind of twirl this around. And let's find a lid to leave it on to steam. Found a lid to keep the steam out. Good thing it fits so perfectly. That is great, guys. And I will show you the results. But first, it's not done at all. I was kidding. After it's done cooking, we're gonna actually have to put it in the oven. And then sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top of it so we can make baked spaghetti. Alright, isn't that cool? So, see you soon. Alright, you guys. The spaghetti has finished cooking, and now we're going to put it in the oven. Using this tray right here. Alright, we got a tray and we covered it with aluminum foil. So now we're going to start collecting the spaghetti and we're going to start putting it in this tray. Alright, we finished taking out the spaghetti and putting it in that container right over there. So now we're going to decorate it with cheese. Well, we're not really decorating, we're just sprinkling the cheese right on top of it. Let's look for the cheese, and it's right here. Now let's sprinkle the top of it with some cheese. Make it really cheesy. And then, now let's set it in the oven. And let's put it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So, alright, it's preheating, so I'll see you when it's done preheating. Alright, I just got this out of the oven, and this is what it looks like. This is the spaghetti, baked spaghetti we just made today. So then, bye everyone. See you in our next video.